Hello, hi, my name is Shelby. Thank you for clicking on this video. It is in time to choose my monthly TBR, and if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I like to use the handy dandy TBR jar. So if you don't know how the TBR jar works, I will literally just be pulling prompts out of this and then picking a book that correlates with the prompt. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I do hope you guys enjoy this video. Something I do want to discuss with you guys is that I have not posted in a few weeks, and that's just because I've been super busy. For that reason, a lot of videos are not being posted, but I'm hoping that I get back into that and am able to make these videos. I do enjoy talking to people about books, even though I'm literally just talking to a camera, but either way, it's fun. I love it. Yeah, we're just gonna pick some prompts. I'm thinking I'm gonna do like maybe 7. I think that's a good number to have. 7, maybe 8. I think it just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. We'll go through, read the prompts, and I guess we're just gonna kind of go from there. There is some books on the back, but the books on the back are mainly books that are the next book in a series, or books that I really just don't want to read right now. If it comes down to it and nothing on the front is covering for a prompt, I will search the back. Mainly those are like classics, and I have a couple like harder literature wise books on there. I will say there is a bunch of books on here that I'm really ready to get to. I do think that this is going to be a good month. I did have a good month last month, and I will be posting my monthly reading wrap up for October. That'll be next week. Be on the lookout for that. But anyways, before we get started, I am currently reading right now. This is Cursed Fates. This is book number 5 in Zodiac. And this is a chunky book. It's a very chunky book, but I'm about 20-25% of the ways in. I did start this last night. I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm sure this ends on like a crazy cliffhanger, and I'm going to immediately pick up the next ones. But if you watched my previous videos, you know that I've kind of been in like a Zodiac haze recently. I'm still in that, but anyway, so this is what I'm reading currently, and I guess we'll just pick our books now. This will be prompt number 1. I want a good one. I want good prompts this month. Na 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 na. Batman. Okay. Prompt number 1 is book with blood on the cover. Embrace the horror. I don't know if I have any books with blood on the cover. Let's go through them. Let's go through them. There. 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 Pet Cemetery has it on the cat. You see? Right here. There's one option. There's one. Vampire Diaries. These are our options. We have the Vampire Diaries, and then we have Stephen King's Pet Cemetery. I do think that I'm going to go for the Vampire Diaries just because Stephen King, he just, honestly guys, he just scares me, okay? He just scares me. And I don't know why. I think it's just because I've read a couple books by him that I didn't love. So that makes me feel like I'm just not going to like any of his books. But I have 3 on my TBR, so I am going to eventually get to it. But I think I'm just going to go with Vampire Diaries. This is actually my favorite TV show of all time, and I've been wanting to read this like literally for forever now. And this is The Awakening and The Struggle. It's 2 books in one, I believe. Let me see. This is like The Awakening, and this is The Struggle. This is books 1 and 2 of the Vampire Diaries. I am going to read this. I'm going to put this back. Book 1 on our November TBR is going to be The Vampire Diaries. I'm actually really excited for it. because I've heard it's a lot different than the series. I'm going to go into it expecting it to be a lot different. Okay, prompt number 2. When I popped up, grab the 27th book on your shelf. Don't question. What we're going to do is we're going to go top left, like top left and down this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Well, this is a nice change. Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This will be the first Elsie Silver book I've ever read. So I guess we're gonna just jump right into this and see if she's an author for me. I'm hoping so, because people absolutely love her books. I do think that I will too, because honestly, I'm not very hard to please. I mean, I am sometimes. I guess it just, I'm picky sometimes. I don't know. But yes, book number 2 is going to be Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This will actually probably be good, because I definitely tend to read more fantasy during this time of the year. Putting a romance in there, I think, is going to be very good. It'll give us a little breather. Prompt number 3. Okay. Read the book with the ugliest cover you own. Okay, well, let's see. The ugliest cover? I feel like none of these are ugly. This is ugly. I like all of these covers. No, it's not ugly. Maybe there's that. I pulled 2 for this prompt. I got Wicked Beauty, and this is by Katie Robert. This is the 3rd book in the Dark Olympus series, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Dark Olympus. This is smut, pretty much, and it's centered around like Hades and Persephone and stuff like that. And then Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. She's 22. That's not, I was thinking it was high school. I don't know which one. I already have a romance. I'm thinking maybe we twist it to dark romance and put this away. I don't know, this is kind of a fast book though. I'll probably get through this fairly quickly, but I feel like I would this as well. They're all both about the same amount of pages. 370. They're literally the same amount of pages. Which one do I pick? Which one? I think I'll read Colleen Hoover. When I first started getting back into reading, Colleen Hoover is who got me back into reading. Therefore, I bought so many of her books. And I have honestly just about got through all of them. I only have a few more. But this is going to be book number 3 for November. And this will be hopefully a very fast read. I usually get through Colleen Hoover books very fast. Okay, prompt number 4. Read the dustiest book you own. I guess, in better terms, read the oldest book you own. I'm just going to pull some of the ones that I know that I've had on my TBR longer than the rest. I'm pulling quite a lot for this because mainly all of this is newer books, and all these down here are books that I would rather forget that I own. You know what I mean? These are the books that I chose. Now these have been on my TBR for a very long time, and I need to get them off of it. We have Ruin and Rising, which is the 3rd book in Shadow and Bone. I need to complete that trilogy. If We Were Villains, which still to this day, I'm scared to open this book because of the writing. And then My Killer Vacation. I think I'm wanting to wait on this. I'm actually going to go ahead and put that back. Then we have City of Bones. This is a very large series. I don't think that I'm going to lean into that right now just because I'm in the middle of Zodiac and I've already started a bunch of other series, and this I think I'm going to hold off on. So, and then we have Dance of Thieves, and then the Poppy War. Same thing with the Poppy War. I'm going to put that back. This is just a duo. This would be starting a series. This would be finishing a trilogy. I'm not going to read this. Let me put it back. Okay, so we got 2 fantasies. We have Ruin and Rising and Dance of Thieves. I think that I'm going to go with Ruin and Rising just because this is going to complete a trilogy and I can knock it off. Easy decisions. Number 5. Read the book you remember nothing about. Book, I have no idea what happens in the book. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to pull a couple for this because I don't know about a lot of these books. So we have Broken Bonds. This is a first book in The Bonds That Tie. A Forbidden Alchemy. A Dawn of Onyx. And then An Ember in the Ashes. I am going to go ahead and put up Broken Bonds and Ember in the Ashes just because I'm pretty sure that these are both kind of big series, and like I said, I'm trying not to do that right now. A Forbidden Alchemy and A Dawn of Onyx. I don't know what either of these are about, but I'm about to. A World-Changing Secret. I think I'm going to go with A Forbidden Alchemy. I think this looks very intriguing. And right now I'm really enjoying fantasies. I actually just finished Shield of Sparrows. I can't get my mind off of it. It's literally insane. 5 stars. I need the next book like I need air. Actually. Like I need air. Okay. Forbidden Alchemy is going to be book number 5 on the November TBR. I'm actually really excited to get to this, and everybody was really hyping it up on TikTok, so I bought it. And I guess we're going to see if I like it. Prompt number 6. That one fell, so I guess we're going to choose it. Smallest book on your shelf. Baby steps. I love these prompts. Okay. Well, this is going to take the cake. Finding Perfect. This is a novella from Colleen Hoover. This comes after Hopeless. And it ties in, I think, with All Your Perfects. I'm pretty sure. But this is literally only like, it's like 83 pages. So I do think that I will get through it very quickly. It's also been on my TBR for a very long time. So just a little novella. That's 6. I might do 2 more where Finding Perfect is like super small. Prompt number 7. I make messes, guys. Sorry. Hey. Pick a random letter. Read the first book you see that starts with it. So instead of me picking a random letter, I'm going to let Siri do it. Just because I feel like I'll pick T. Okay. Hey Siri, please pick a letter in the alphabet. Oh my god, it picked T. No crap, really. Okay. The letter T. So we're gonna have lots of options. Okay, so the letter T. Oh boy. Maybe we don't. These are all my books with the letter, starting with the letter T. We have the Poppy War, the Prison Healer, the Great Alone, the Witcher, Too Late, and The Book Thief. Out of these books, I am for sure putting these away. I'm not going to read these right now. Poppy War is a big one. The Witcher, I'm not really even interested in, but I got the book because it was a gift, and I'm going to keep it because of that. And then I already have too much Colleen. So we have The Great Alone, The Prison Healer, and The Book Thief. How many fantasies? Okay, 3 fantasies. And then I have 2 romances, and well, 2.5. I think I'm going to pick The Book Thief up just because that seems a little bit like a really big commitment. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I think I'm leaning towards The Great Alone. The mixed reviews on this book kind of make me shy away from it just because so many people either love it or they completely hate it. And it was really hyped up on TikTok. And when that happens, it makes me more nervous to go into a book. Most of the time, I do still enjoy it, but I think I'm just going to hold off for a while on this. The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I have heard this will actually kill you, so I'm prepared for that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 7 books. One of them is very small. So I'm going to pick 1 more, maybe 2 more. This will be prompt number 8. That's how easily, that's like how fast I forget the books that I'm literally just like adding. I literally just counted those. Okay, pick a random emoji and read the book that matches that vibe. I can either have Siri do this or I can make Spencer send me a random emoji. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to text him. It's the little wand. Okay, so a wand. What would go with the vibes of a magical wand? He knows what he's doing. He's acting a fool. He knows what he's doing, guys. He's not playing cool. He knows that I've had this on my TBR. So I guess we're gonna go, and this was on my TBR for last month, but I did not get to it. And this is literally a very, very large book. But I think we're gonna just go for it. Of course he picks a wand. He wants me to read these books so bad. I guess we're just gonna let him have the win and go for it. Okay, that literally makes way too many. I'm not gonna pick the other one because it's simply gonna be too much if I do. But guys, look, we're getting through the physical TBR very well. Very well. I have literally, hold on, let me go. $46 books total, aside from what we picked for the TBR. What I'm gonna do is, while you guys are watching, I'm gonna go ahead and put all these books back. Looks full again. And we're literally like, I can't believe how much I've gotten this down. I've gotten it to where I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books on the back. So that's saying something considering how full it was. Let's talk about the books I picked. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is book number 5 in the Harry Potter series. Getting close to getting it finished. Funsies. Then we got The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I'm really excited about this book. It does kind of freak me out, and that's simply because I read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. It was very like emotionally devastating, and it took forever for me to get through it just because it's a really thick book and her writing style is very poetic. It takes a while for me to get through her books, but I'm still very excited for it. And then Finding Perfect, this is just a little 80-page novella. Forbidden Alchemy, I'm excited about this one. I've been seeing this all over everything. People love it. I'm hoping that I'm one of those people that end up loving it. Ruin and Rising, I'm very excited to complete this trilogy because this is what you have to read in order to start Six of Crows. And I've been wanting to read that duology for the longest time. I wanted to read this Shadow and Bone trilogy first, and this is perfect because it's going to wrap up that for me finally. And I'll be able to dip my toes into one of the best duologies of all time, apparently. We're excited about that. And then Maybe Someday, I like having Colleen Hoover in my pile for some breathing room. She usually resets things for me, gives me a little bit of fresh air because I get through her books very fast, very easy to read. That'll be good to have between all of these chunky books. And then we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I wanted to read this in the summertime. I'm kind of upset that I'm reading it in November, but hopefully it's still a really good book. I mean, I've heard great things. I mean, I can only like it, right? I mean, it's Elsie Silver. Apparently, everybody loves Elsie Silver. It's hard for me to believe that I won't as well. But, yep. And then we got the Vampire Diaries. We have the Awakening and the Struggle. So I'm excited about this too because this is my favorite TV show. That is the recap. And these are the books. These indeed are the books. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. And we'll see how many of these we read. So with that being said, I will be coming at you guys next week with my November reading wrap up. We'll talk about all the books that I read last month and what I did read that was on my TBR pile and kind of what I didn't. We'll go through it all, but I had a really good month. I read a lot of books, and hopefully this month goes the same, and I hope that you have a good reading month as well. With that being said, peace out, Girly Scouts. Have a good day, have a good day, have a good week. Hope you're having a good fall. Bye.